Hello, friends, fellow traders, and investors. Welcome to Nifty Market Discussion with SD. I'm SD, your friends and guide to the market. I'm a multi asset trader and investor. I invest across bonds, international markets, Indian markets, commodity trading, and option trading in the index. However, you should note that never ever jump onto any trade listening to others. That is one of the fastest way to lose your money. You can learn about different strategies, techniques, psychology. You can use even my setup, Fountain of Gold, Rainbow, but ultimately you have to look at your trading plan, look at the chart, and make a decision. So now what I'll do in this video, first, what I do it, that's how I'm going to show you. I think the most or one of the most important thing in the market is risk. So I measure first, I go to the weekly chart. I measure, take a look at the risk. Overall risk on the equity as an asset class is safe, the top right meter. The sustained turmoil risk, it is safe, so no long term turmoil or risk आते हुए नहीं दिख रहा है. फॉरवर्ड रिस्क मेजर जो आने वाले वीकली चार्ट वी आर लुकिंग 1 or 2 months, risk remains elevated. Of course, anything can happen with Donald Trump being US president. We may not get the agreement. Our tariff can go up. That's how he operates. It is completely unknown. So forward risk slightly elevated. Smart money sentiment is showing risk aversion, means big players are not at this time very risk affinity, yani they are not aggressive buyer of the Indian equities. Then we have recessionary risk meter, which shows in which part of the cycle we are. We are in the late part of the business cycle. Recession cycle does not mean recession. Recession is part of the recession cycle where we reach a tipping point and market goes for mega drawdown. These things cannot be fully predicted, but one thing I'll be very careful while investing, noting that we are in the late part of the business cycle. Now I'm going to the daily chart. Daily chart, overall equity market risk remains safe. India forward risk measure, risk is on the rise, but still I'll consider it 3 out of 5 reading safe. Smart money more confusing on the reading. We don't have clear picture whether they have risk aversion in the very short term, that is daily chart, or they are risk averse. After taking a look at that, I look at the 125 minutes chart where there is a risk elevation, not significant elevation, friends. It is not red, the global equity risk master. This is very natural क्योंकि yesterday there was Federal Reserve interest rate decision. तो थोड़ा risk elevated होना is very natural. India on the other hand, risk is much elevated compared to before. Short term, I can see risk affinity for the smart money sentiment. So possibly they will look for opportunities into stocks where they will think valuation is good. Now I'm going to Nifty chart for further analysis. First, the weekly chart. I think still significantly bullish. Market overall 11 out of 12 factor in my setup is bullish. We have a rainbow green candle. So overall equity market may no further change compared to my past video, where the buy trade win probability remains around 89%. So market still suitable for investing via the weekly chart. Many stocks I expect to do very well. However, Nifty risk flow is towards low beta MNC and stable stocks. Now I'm looking at the Nifty daily chart, where since this time, this is 24th of October, after that time of correction. This is once again daily chart showing signs of correction. Short-term momentum has turned bearish, and price action is neutral, means strong bull-bear fight. Certain sector then not to do well, the auto, pharma, private bank falling, whereas metal seems to be strong. Now look at more nifty short-term charts, that is the 125 minutes chart, where I can see almost 7 out of 12 factor is bearish, largely the momentum. All the 7 out of 8 momentum factor is bearish. तो थोड़ा momentum downside दिख रहा है, but overall Nifty, looking at the chart, I considered it is more range bound picture than bearish. And the portion that is more bullish is the long and medium term trend. And I can see that overall two factors are neutral, a very mixed market. If I take a look at the probability, I can see buy trade, buyers are still strong, win probability is 57%, sell trade win probability is around 14%, and consolidation यानी range bound होने का chance 36%. ये मैं past video में highlight किया था कि Nifty is more range bound for the time being than either side directional. Now I'm looking at the Nifty option. What is the situation with the option market? Option market में हम लोग का जो trade चल रहा था वही चल रहा है, bull put spread. But currently, if I make the meter a bit larger so you all can see, large. So overall, let me adjust the chart. So मुझे दिख रहा है friends, overall bull put spread, but new directional trade हम लोग नहीं डालेंगे, as it is suggesting wait out lower quantity. So अभी भी bear side trades चालू नहीं हुए हैं. Aggressive bull trades remains neutral, which is bull call spread. Currently it is not working, the bull call spreads. Nifty bull put spread, purana trade is still continuing. Now I would like to take the reading directly from the option market, and that I can do if I make the strategy on, and I'll take about 4th of November. I'll choose the right expiry and set proper at the month. So currently कौन सा trade preferred है? Bull call ladder, bear put ladder, bull put spread, bear call spread, iron condor. These are preferred trades, मतलब range bound होने का chance ज़्यादा दिख रहा है. Let's go to other option like 11th of November का expiry. If we choose 11th of November expiry, let us see what is the signal coming from there. We'll wait out a bit for the chart to adjust. And जब तक chart adjust हो रहा है, I should have directly put the 11th of November, then it would have been fine. 11th of November is the next expiry. By that time, let's friends check out the credit spreads. And credit spread में strategy को off कर लेते हैं for the time being. And हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि इस दिनों से since October beginning, लार्जली हम लोगों का ट्रेड चला है, दैट इज बुल पुट स्प्रेड, जो करंटली चल रहा है, बुल पुट स्प्रेड पॉसिबिलिटी. Now let's do once again, let's go back to our main meter and strategy on to see whether the reading from the option market has arrived. Yes, similar kind of readings we can see, that more range bound price action is expected for the time being. Now we'll look at the Nifty 500 chart, which is weekly bullish. Short term may correction possible, but weekly is still bullish. Let's look at the Nifty mid cap, much stronger comeback in the Nifty mid cap. Soon ये टॉप को चैलेंज करने जा रहा है, around 13,600 area, 530 to 600. ये चैलेंज करने वाला है, and possibly we may get a breakout. And if we can get a trade agreement with the US, then it can be more significantly bullish. Let's look at the small cap, not as strong as what we saw in Nifty 500 and mid cap. So small cap sector, I'll say relatively weaker, थोड़ा weakness दिखाया अभी तक compared to Nifty 50, 500 and the mid cap segment. So that a detailed analysis of the Nifty Indian equity market. I hope you will continue to trade responsibly. Best wishes, friends, from my side to your trading and investing. And as always, happy trading, happy investing.